What does an astronaut wear on his upper body? A zero gravity shirt. Welcome to the stream. Happy weekend, everybody. Happy Friday, my friends. I hope you're having a good weekend. I hope you've got some exciting things to look forward to. We've got what will hopefully be some exciting things to look forward to tonight. We've got Operation C up top and Dark Souls. Dark Souls for the majority of the stream, and I think I know where we're going to be spending it. But let's not dwell on the terrors to come. Let's welcome everyone in. I've got a Conga Line Monkey and Yake first in chat tonight. Almost at the same time, it looks like, but Conga's dancing aliens. I think that's what that emote is. Are slightly ahead, at least on my screen. But I'm happy to have both of you here, my friends. Thank you very much. And Lucent Jelly, also here with the snowman and the Frownie love emotes. Frownie does love the snow. Even after having to go out this morning, I had to power up the snowblower for the first time this year. Woo. Thank goodness. I'm so happy that snowblowers exist. Our first couple years in Wisconsin, we lived in an apartment, and I didn't have to do any shoveling or snow blowing, because that was all handled by the apartment management, except our very first winter up here, our car got totaled by a snowplow when they were clearing the parking lot near our apartments. They totaled our car. Fortunately, everything worked out. It was stressful. It was stressful to deal with, but at the end of everything, we ended up with a slightly better car than what we had before, so it all worked out. I believe they're frogs. Okay, the long legs. Let me actually click on them. Yeah, that could be a frog. Where the waistband on the shorts is, when I don't click on the emote to blow it up, that makes it look like that looks kind of like empty space, so it looks more like a alien head. That's the way to do it. Improve your vehicle one snowplow at a time. Sorry I haven't gotten your coffee yet. These two kitties are just so cuddly warm. No worries, Jelly. I can be patient. I can wait patiently in this icy cold basement for a warm coffee for however long it may take. I wouldn't dream of guilting you into rushing. That's some powerful passive aggression. I'm good. I've got a beanie and I've got a blanket. I'm fine. It's not even that cold down here. I can wait. Alright, so Operation C, we are working on a challenge. I haven't played this game in like 2 weeks though, so this may go very poorly tonight. We'll hope for the best, but it's certainly not guaranteed. We're trying to do an itemless run. I believe I have completed 1 credit clear without any items, but deathless is our real goal. So let's get to it. First time, no resets. No matter how bad things get, we just want to rush through the whole game to de-rest. Started my timer, but the game didn't start. You have to really lean into the start button on the SNES controller. Oh, but yeah, I got the snowblower out this morning, and it worked like a dream. The only thing is the wind. Like, the snowblower throws all the snow up into the air, and the wind just blows it right back into my face. But it sure beats shoveling. It sure beats shoveling, because after we moved to our current home, and no longer had apartment management to take care of things for us, the first winter we shoveled the drive every time it snowed, and that got old real fast. Sure beats the Texas heat. This is true. I'd rather shovel snow every morning than to be in that Texas heat every day. The weather is 100% more to my liking up here. So if you haven't seen a no items run from me before, no items means I'm not even allowed to see an item on the run. If I open one of those capsules, that counts as a death. That's a failure condition. Loyal to Soil, welcome in. Happy weekend to you, my friend. Ooh, I almost jumped right into that missile. Stoked to be off work and here. I'm stoked to have you here, Loyal. I finally made my musubi styled fried rice for dinner tonight. I talked about it I don't know, it feels like about a week ago. Maybe just a few days. But it was really good. Fried rice with spam and scrambled eggs, some garlic, green onions, and seaweed. Flavored with a little bit of fish sauce, oyster sauce, soy sauce, and red pepper flakes. Don't let the red pepper flakes fool you, though. There weren't nearly enough to make it spicy. But it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It's a nice, easy, inexpensive meal to throw together. And the best thing about it is that it's easy to make a double batch, so I don't have to make. Now I've got a dinner pre-prepared for tomorrow, or maybe Sunday. If I don't feel like having it 2 nights in a row. But it was pretty good. Definitely going to be having it more and more. I didn't actually make a double batch for the convenience. I made a double batch because there were no small cans of Spam at the grocery store. And I was like, well, I just want to go ahead and prepare it all at once. Sounds like an amazing dinner. It was pretty good. Fairly simple and warm and filling. The color palette that I chose turned out a lot more green than I expected. And we got some bubble tea out of the deal. That's true. We also had some bubble tea. We had taro and mango. We got two bubble teas, and we split them. And those flavors really complemented each other very well. Yeah, going back and forth, a sip of one and then a sip of the other. Really good. Devin's Room, welcome to the stream, and thank you for the follow, my friend. I hope you're enjoying yourself tonight, and your weekend is off to a wonderful start. No! Rip. Oh, so long, Deathless Run. Those stones have been giving me a lot of trouble lately. Conga's off to raid the fridge. We will await your return, my friend. I hope you find something delicious. Master Tuesday, great to see you, my friend. Happy Tuesday to you. I hope your middle of the week is going well. Happy Tuesday to you too. How goes things? Pretty good, pretty good. We're just getting started. Warming up some Super C. I'm feeling good tonight. I had a really... I was talking about it a moment ago. I made some fried rice with Spam and seaweed, and it was really good. No! Oh, I've died 3 times. 2 deaths and 1 item. Yuck. Stage 1 and 2 went really well. Stage 3... I usually have trouble on Stage 3. Stage 3 and Stage 5 are the real terror zones for me. And I see my time away from the game has not improved things. That was a good boss, though. That boss is usually a lot tougher. Usually a lot tougher than that. No. I thought I was going to make it through Stage 4 without a death. Stage 4 is not that bad, as long as I try not to remember that it's full of giant bugs. I couldn't line up a bullet with that thing. Oh, this is interesting. Oh my goodness. So, like, you see this guy coming, like, this one on the right's never gonna come out again. So I knew, like, if you reach a certain height on the screen, they stop moving. I didn't know that that was permanent. So, like, when I come up here and go down, that one's never gonna come out again. I lost so many lives to these, thinking that you had to rush past them. They're so easy. Which Contra is this one? This is Operation C. This is the first one on the Game Boy. I believe there are 2 Contra games on the Game Boy. And, this is the first one. I haven't played the second one at all yet. The second one is called the Alien Wars, same as Contra 3 on the SNES. It is a lot of fun picking this up after not playing it for a little while. I don't ever not take those guys out. I took a risk there, doing something different. Christian Cool, welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. This elevator section right here is like... I don't know, I'm really afraid of it. I've already lost one life to it. 2 lives. Oh, we're cutting it real close. Alright, come on, final boss. Don't embarrass me. Don't trip at the finish line. Final hallway. Alright, that's it, my friends. GG. Operation C. No items. 1 CC. Very ugly one. How many capsules did I burst open? I remember 1. And I died all the times. But we didn't have to see the game over screen. That's always something to smile about. Well played, thank you, Congo. Just for fun, why don't we eat a jelly bean, too? I've got 3. I've got this box of Bean Boozle beans that's been sitting here for a long time. I've got 3 left in it, so why don't we eat one of them? So this brown bean, this is the same one I drew last time, actually. It's either dog food or chocolate. It's never chocolate. I thought for sure. It's stuck in my teeth. Oh. That's very unpleasant. You know, I don't think I've ever felt like this before, but the dog food bean, it has a at least tonight it seems to me that it has a somewhat fishy quality to it. There is another jelly bean that's supposed to taste like fish, and it's actually reminding me of that one a lot. It also reminds me a little bit of Captain Crunch in a way. Hooray for jellies of all forms, Jelly says. So I don't know if I can say hooray for that bean, Jelly. All right. Let's reset and let's try for another run. For our warm-up run, that was not too bad. We'll throw on another border. Pick some colors that don't really go with it. It's hard to hit the power button and start the timer in sync with the Super Nintendo. That red looks really aggressive against this border. With the Super Nintendo, I feel like the start button on my SNES controller is so mushy. I have to push it so hard to get it to read. I think the 8-bit Contra games are definitely the way to go. I've had I've had a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun with every 8-bit Contra game that I've played so far. And when we move beyond that, things just seem to get a bit more rough and more rough. Alright, Contra 3 is 16-bit, and Contra 3 has actually grown on me a lot, but the hard mode kind of... The hard mode kind of makes it hard for me to enjoy that game. Jelly is here with some sort of treat for me. I will be right back with you. Alright, so Jelly has brought me grapes, coffee, and I thought it was mango, but it is jackfruit. I don't know what a jackfruit looks like inside of its, like, peel or shell or whatever they come in. This came from a can. I feel like I've had this before, but I don't remember if I like it. It smells like canned fruit. It smells like a fruit cocktail. It's not bad. It's not a bad smell. I saw jackfruit once at the grocery store. They're huge. Yeah, I don't know. I have to look up a picture of one. Sir Rack of Lamb. Good evening, everyone. Hope all is well. Not staying long. Have to be up in about 6 hours for work. Just wanted to stop in and say hello. Well, thank you for stopping by, Rack of Lamb. I appreciate that. And yeah, if you have to be off to work, then I hope that you get plenty of good sleep. You become well rested, and I wish you a stress-free and productive work day tomorrow. They came with instructions and a warning about the smell. Sounded too high maintenance to try. Is that true of jackfruit? That sounds more like durian to me. They're not jackfruit and durian aren't the same thing, right? It's okay. It's a little weird. It's pretty sweet. But has a mild its primary flavor is fairly mild. Kind of I guess it's kind of melon-like. It said to wear gloves. I thought maybe I'll just get peaches instead. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. I think I'm going to enjoy that. When we lived in Thailand, there would be signs. There would be signs up, like in our we lived in a hotel. Um, we uh, we made arrangements to rent a hotel room for the same rate that we would have gotten an apartment, which was a bad move. It was a bad move to do that. We should have just gotten an apartment. But the hotel we lived in the lobby, there was a sign, and it said no smoking, no pets, no durian. And we would see signs like that said no durian all over the place because of the horrific smell of that fruit. Now I'm thinking it's the durians that turns you off of Mario Sunshine. I played and enjoyed Mario Sunshine when it was new. You know, it was the current Mario game, and I played through it and I enjoyed it, but it's hard to go back to. You're not entirely you're not entirely wrong. There's some truth in that humor there, Conga, because if I remember correctly, there are quests where you have to take fruits. Well, I know I remember correctly that there are quests where you have to take particular fruits to particular parts of the island, either to turn in for blue coins or shines, or to activate Yoshis. And whenever you have to move a durian around, it can be very annoying since Mario can't actually pick those up in that game. Right? He just has to kick them around. I feel like maneuvering a durian to activate a Yoshi is particularly frustrating. I feel like he could pick them up, he just refuses to. Mario was supposed to be able to pick up the durians, they just ran out of time to finish programming it. Jar Jams, welcome in. I hope you're having a good weekend, my friend. And Boat Ladder, same to you. Great to have you here. Mario's programmed to pick up durian fruits. He just refuses to do so because of the smell. All right. On to stage 3. We're not gonna reset if we die. If we die on stage 3 or later, we're just gonna play with whatever happens. Because I've been having so much trouble on stages 3 and 5 anyway. The boulders, the boulders are well, there's a lot of problems on stage 3, but the boulders, and there's one jump in particular that give me trouble frequently. There's also this power up right here. It's easy to spawn that by accident. I've never 100%ed Mario Sunshine. Whenever I play through it, I think I've played through it 3 times. I get all the regular shines, but I've never gotten all the blue coins. I think every time I've played it, I've gotten all of the non-blue shine coins. All the non-blue coin shines. I get some of the blue coins, but only the ones that are, like, convenient and obvious. Don't bother if all the coins, Konga says. Do you do the 100 coin missions? I do those, even though they're really annoying. The 100 coin missions are really annoying in Mario Sunshine because not all of the missions have 100 coins on them. And in some of them, like, especially the ones with that hotel, like, you collect all the coins in one area, or you think you do, and you travel into another, and you travel inside the hotel, and then you can't get back out. Oh, there's a lot of potential for frustration. I think you need all the blue coins in each level and every regular coin in each level. I think I finished the regular coin missions, but never have a desire to 100% it. Maybe it's just 100 regular coins. I think it's been a long time since I played. Yeah, I think it's, I don't know if the blue coins, even count as coins in Mario Sunshine. I think they're separate. I think I don't know if the red coins do either, actually, in Sunshine. I know they do in Mario 64. In Mario 64, red coins count for 2 normal coins, and blue coins count for 5. In Sunshine, I think the red coins still count as... I think they still count as regular coins, but I don't think the blue coins do. I don't know, it's been years since I've played it. But I know that even if you get every coin available, there are not always 100 coins on every mission. So when you go into a world, you have to be very careful which mission you select if that's what you're working on. Except there's no way to know. Like, if you don't have a guide, there's no way to know, except for trial and error, which ones are gonna work out for you. I disagree. Getting hit by a snake. Of all the ways to lose a run. I got kind of lucky to pass through there alive. I don't think... Did I stop the timer? Okay. I'm in trouble. The elevator. The elevator. It's such a bad place. I thought I was gonna make it through without losing any lives. I thought it was gonna happen. How far are we in this run? Last stage loyal. Well, it went better than the first run, but I still lost 2 lives. Three lives. That was dumb. I shouldn't have lost that one. I was messing around. I wanted to see about jumping over that missile and then hitting him while he was in the air, but whatever. I'm contractually obligated to finish. Well, here we are. We've made it to the end. 3 deaths. Still better than the first run. But a little frustrating. A little frustrating. The first death in particular was unacceptable. The one on the elevator was not really unexpected. And the one during the last boss was just foolishness. Thank you for the GG, though. I'll always appreciate that. credits music is so good in this game. All right, we'll do one more run, maybe two more runs. We've been doing all right. Kitty cat border. Go with some soft purples. Fingers crossed. I like this purple scheme. Maybe not necessarily with this border, but it's all right. This border brought me good luck before on our any percent deathless run. This is the border that's this is the border that we had up when I achieved that run. We also had though a really ugly color scheme in the middle of the for the game, so the video is like borderline unwatchable. You need to wear wear a welder's mask when you watch it to prevent damage to your eyes. I've determined that it's easier to just throw the lives away and go to end to reset instead of actually using the sword with this game, because then I don't have to pick the colors in the border again. From the top. I can't believe that you can't create a custom palette on the Game Boy, on the Super Game Boy. Like, you should just be able to select any 4 colors, and instead of having to only do the preset combinations. I don't know why that's not an option. It seems so obvious that it should be. I mean, I guess, kind of like before, for the sake of our eyes, it's probably good that it's not an option, because who knows what monstrous combinations I would come up with, but I don't know, it seems like a real oversight. Maybe they're saving that feature for the Super Game Boy too. Incredibly slow stage 1 boss. You know, as much as I said I liked these colors on stage 1, and I think I did, looking at them on stage 2, there's some... It kind of makes the game look like a juice stain. It's a bit Virtual Boy. I think that's what happens. That's what happens when you pick a palette that's all shades of the same color. How great would it have been though? Like the original Game Boy, which was all just shades of green. How great would it have been if the original Game Boy were just shades of purple instead? I mean, it would have been this, but I would have liked it. I'm gonna lose some retro street cred saying this, but I have to admit the original Game Boy, it's hard to go back to. If I want to play an original Game Boy game on real hardware, I have to go with the Game Boy Pocket. The old gray brick Game Boy, even though I grew up with it and I loved it, I can't go back. It's not even the colors that are the problem on it. It's the motion blur. Everything on the screen is just so blurry. Everything that moves. I want to scream. I've heard that Game Boys are all kind of dying because of the ink they used for it. I can't say that I've heard that in particular, but it's not terribly surprising to me. I think I have 5 of the old brick-style Game Boys, and I think only 2 of them have properly functioning screens. The other 3 all have some degree of pixel death. There are columns or rows of I don't remember if it's columns or rows, or some on one and some on another, but each of them have columns and or rows of dead pixels on the other screens. But I think the last time I checked them, and they could have gotten worse since. I think 2 of them worked more or less perfectly of the 5 that I have. Excuse me. I have my old brick Game Boy, and then I mean they're all old brick ones, but I have one of my bricks is from of the 5 I have. One is my one from childhood. One of them is one that I bought at a yard sale, and 3 of them I picked up in thrift shops, and like the last 3 that I got them all in like the span of a month. There was one month where I just, you know, every 10 to 12 days I came across another brick Game Boy out in the wild for like a crazy cheap price. So I accumulated them all at once. It's very weird. Just like one day everyone woke up and decided to throw out their Game Boys. They weren't really meant to last 40 years. I do remember though Nintendo and Nintendo Power they were I had an article where they talked about supposedly a soldier had his Game Boy with him, like in battle, and it got burned up by like a bomb or a missile or something like that, but it still worked. They had pictures of it, and like the case was all charred and melted. So I guess while they weren't made to live forever, they were made to live well. I died to one of those things last time, too. It's not the same one, but... The 8-directional aiming, I'm really feeling the limitations of the 8-directional aiming tonight. Hit too many. That guy got me last time. I had too many little ants walking in between my bullets. That's what I was trying to say, but then I had more problems. That Game Boy's in a museum now. If they can survive little kids, they can certainly survive the Gulf War. Mile High Roll, welcome in. I am scared. It's nothing to fear, Mile High Roll. This game looks too real. It's just a game. Nothing to worry about. We all know kittens don't actually exist. Okay, good, thanks. But wait a minute. If kittens don't exist, then where do cats come from? Frownie lied to me. Puppies. That part right there is just so chaotic. I have no means of dealing with it. Not that it matters, I keep dying well before that, but I don't have to be happy about it. Cats are just dogs that got wet like gremlins. Or they eat after midnight or whatever it was. If they become wet, they multiply. If they eat after midnight, they become evil. Well, they don't become evil. They already start off as evil, but they become monstrous. Then they don't stay fuzzy and cute if they eat after midnight. Mission success. We've blown up the entire island. James, welcome in. S-Geeks James, good to see you. I hope things have been going well for you, my friend. Alright, we're gonna leave the border what it is this time, but we're gonna go with the classic Game Boy color palette. Better than I deserve, as always. Can't ever complain about that. I can certainly relate. Alright, let's press the start key. I feel like they should have just blown up the island to begin with. What? My controls are messed up. That's not... That doesn't usually happen. I'm gonna pretend like the island is also the habitat of an endangered type of owl. There you go. That's why it was the last resort. What if it was What if it was that rare type of owl that you find in Ocarina of Time, the one that can speak human language and never stops? Have to fight aliens and ecological red tape. Once again, like, finding myself just wishing that these levels were dual analog. Uh... Alright, stage 3. We need intense focus. I said intense focus while missing an enemy. Don't drop a stone on me, please. It's so scary. No! Ah. I can never send the bullets where I want them to go. No! What was that? I pressed the start button and it read 2 inputs. Robbed. I mean, I'd already died anyway, but still, you didn't have to take an extra life. This is clearly too much for me. Everything just went completely wrong. Ah, it's heartbreaking. here we go again. The thing is, so here's the thing about a challenge run grind is like, if you think the constant resets make this game repetitive, just wait until we move over to Dark Souls. The last, I don't know, 6 or 7 hours of Dark Souls has been just trying to defeat the same boss. Spent 6 hours on one world in Magic Boy today. Could not get past the first 3 levels. That sounds horrific. I think the worst it's ever gotten for me has been with Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection. There were times where we'd stream that game and I would spend 4 or 5 hours on a level and not even make it to the first checkpoint. I think that's the hardest game I've done on stream. And we haven't even really finished it. We only made it to the first credits, and there's more to do. But I was like, you know what? I saw credits. That's a good place to stop for now. And then it's been real hard to be brave enough to pick it back up. I wanted to use cheat codes so bad. I admire your integrity. I thought I beat the game only to realize I was halfway in. Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection is a lot of fun. I really like the game, but on the one hand, but it is distressingly difficult. It's a game I wish I was good at, but I do not want to put in the work it would take to get good at it. I could easily master like 10 or 12 other games in the time it would take me to master that one. I got so lucky that I missed that power up. I was doing it looked like I was doing everything I could to hit it. One hit kill plus oversized hitbox equals 15 plus hours of regret. Ah. You have an incredibly refined palate for the delights of suffering. To put up with that game. I just want to go home. You know you want a copy. I kind of do. I hate to admit it, but I kind of do. That's fine. Who cares? The run's dead anyway. Whatever happens, happens. I'm in a grumpy mood now. I am seething with rage. That's the first time I've made it through stage 4 without losing a life in a while. Hello, VR. Welcome to the stream. Happy Friday, my friend. Welcome to an endless loop of frustration in Operation C. This game is just breaking my heart over and over again tonight. I thought maybe that guy would jump over me. And that one I'm just no good at anything I do. There's nowhere safe to stand. Thank you, Conga. Thank you. I think I'm going to try to complete one more run of this tonight, and then we'll move over to Dark Souls. I'm going to finish up this jackfruit while the credits are rolling. I got 2 more bites. Assuming I've got 1 more giant bite, but I'm trying to cut it in half. I wish I could remember what the credit music reminds me of. It reminds me of victory. We got a little bit of juice in the bottom of the bowl here, too. Delightful. Think it's some C64 game. I couldn't tell you. I feel like my exposure to the C64, like, I feel like it was pretty limited compared to other people who had one when they were young. I think I only played like about 10 different games on it. That's because you don't stream C64 nearly enough. You know what? You know what? You're right. We had a C64 for about 7 years before we got an S. Maybe we'll do some C64 after Thanksgiving. I'll try to remember to put it on the schedule. I do have this list here of games that I need to play. That I need to play for it yet. Realm of Impossibility, Mummy's Tomb, Last Ninja, Carmen Sandiego, Jet Set Willy, Whizball, Scrappy and Scooby, Cauldron, Go-Go the Ghost, BC's Quest. That's not even all. That's just the ones I have on this piece of paper. Realm of Impossibility is a lot of fun. I have a complete in-box Commodore VIC-20. Wow. I have 0 games for it. The VIC was such a limited little thing, but I love it, Conga says. BC's Quest is also really fun. I think you recommended that one to me. I think it was your recommendation that put that one on the list. I don't remember if I asked this or not, but is that BC? Is that as in BC Big Will, the comic book character or the comic strip character? Omega Race for the Vic is pretty good. The Caveman. I remember reading those. I remember reading those comics when I was a kid. I don't remember anything about them other than I read them. We had some. We had 2 or 3 paperbacks that were just compilations of BC Big Wheel comics. I remember reading as a kid. We had that. I think we also had Andy Cap, which is like the Hot Fries snack mascot character. I think it started. I guess he started as a comic strip. But when I think of Andy Cap, I think of Andy Cap's Hot Fries. Even if it works, it might be hard to tell if it works. All right, one more run, and then it'll be time for Dark Souls. Want to get to the credits one more time. Let's go with Escher. Pick out some colors. Ooh, it's bad. That's kind of all right. I think we'll go with that. I actually think this looks worse than it does on the title screen, if I remember using this one before. Andy Cap's Hot Fries. Yeah, I like those. I like those quite a bit. They have a... I don't know, they have a weird quality to them, but I think they taste really good. They're oddly... smooth? Is maybe the word for the texture. I do Commodore games on the I have the C64 Mini. I don't have an actual Commodore 64. I considered buying one. The one that we had from from when I was a kid. That burnt out and we got rid of it ages ago, so that wasn't an option for me. But I did look into buying one, but I just can't. I can't commit to the maintenance that retro PCs can require. I don't want to pour the money and or time into keeping a retro PC functioning. So so the Mini it is for me. Should be in bed. I got distracted working on an emote. I just now, after 3 years, figured out how to do them. Fortunately, I don't have to. I don't have to make my emotes myself. I bug my wife. I bug my wife to do those for me. Made what looks like the little green guy from Magic Boy. I don't know, Sir Rack of Lamb. I think maybe you secretly love that game. I think I'm gonna be finding out that you're, I think I'm gonna be finding out that you're a Magic Boy speedrunner before long. Simple games for simple minds. Welcome back, Loyal. It's been an hour on the phone. I would like to assume the best, but in my experience, very long phone conversations are trend to more often be unpleasant. So, if that was the case, I at least hope it came to a productive conclusion. I keep dying to this boss. Why do I keep dying to this boss? We're taking it from the top. I can't accept that. Okay, let me just rewind. I missed one little piece here. Took forever to get the size right, and it's still not perfect, but it will work. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how I'm not exactly sure how Jelly gets the emotes to come out to the right size. She has some sort of drawing program on her tablet that she understands way better than I do. It came to be productive. I have to work on Thanksgiving now. I was on the phone with my boss. Well, I'm kind of sorry to hear that. If assuming that you had that you may have had other plans for that day. In general, when I've had jobs where it's been an option, I've tended to prefer to work on holidays. And then just and then have my day off on a different day. My logic for that has typically been in the past, if I work on a holiday, you know, if I have the holiday off, then a lot of the stuff that I might want to go to is likely to be closed. So if I work on the holiday when things are closed anyway, then I get a makeup day off that I can spend when things are open. um, I'll be off by 5. I did have plans, but the pay will be better, and I'll get my birthday off. That's good, at least. No one likes working on their birthday. I've always had difficulty making emotes, Conga says. Such a limited size to work with. Have you been able to do a full run of this game tonight? We've made it through. Yeah, we've made it through the game several times, and that run would have made it to the end of the game. It's just I'm just getting frustrated by dying in the same place every time. I wanna at least have the deathless streak make it past that guy. should have changed this color palette. Oh, well, here's my opportunity. You know, I don't think I've ever played through with an inverted color palette like this. Let's do it. It's gonna be awful. I feel like this reminds me of something, but I can't put my finger on what it is that this looks like. The thing that's given me a supreme amount of trouble with that boss is, like, you're supposed to be able to jump up and fire down, right? And so I keep trying to jump over those little robots that boss sends out and destroy them, like, by firing down when I jump over them, and it just won't work. I keep for whatever reason, like, they survive, or my bullets don't come out, or something goes wrong, and I keep landing on them. It gets immensely irritating. So next week on the stream, I'll probably only be here for Monday and Tuesday night. There probably won't be any streams for the second half of next week. Monday night, I'm thinking we'll probably do Dark Souls on Monday night next week. And on Tuesday night, I have something planned for us that I can't guarantee that it's going to work. But if it does, it may be the worst trash I've played on the stream so far. I'm kind of excited for it. It's gonna be our holiday stream. I'm gonna call it Janksgiving. I ordered a copy of Magic Boy. Oh, I couldn't step on your toes like that. I've got to at least wait until your playthrough ends, if I'm gonna copy you. So please, please take your time so I continue to have that excuse to not play it. We'll race. It's very difficult to understand the layout of the level in this color palette. If I hadn't played this game so many times before, I think I would have a very high level of difficulty finding my way around the walls. And in fact, I still might. Derek Ocean, welcome in. Welcome to a bunch of mediocre runs through Super C. Or Operation C, rather. I think I keep calling it... I feel like I've called it Super C a couple times tonight. Operation C. Super C is a much better game. Not that this is terrible or anything, but Super C is just sublime. Derek Ocean understands my suffering, Loyal says. Whoa. Alright, well. I don't want to start another run, so we'll finish this out and it'll just be over. Dead run. Double dead run. I forgot the screen doesn't scroll back down. That's not something I should forget. The worst thing, the bad part for us, the sad thing about doing bad in this game tonight is like, it's like normally I'd like to do good in at least one game. Normally I'd like to do good in at least one game, but the other game tonight is Dark Souls. So if I can't do well in this game, I'm not going to do good in anything. Oh, it's so sad. It's just gonna be a night of crushing defeats in every way. This jump right here, that's the hardest jump in the game. I haven't missed it in a long time, but every now and then it'll definitely remind you that it's there. Ragalam says, I'm out. Have a good night/morning. Thank you, Ragalam. Thank you for staying up too late and keeping us company. Best of luck on your continued adventures with Magic Boy. Oh, you can just run past a lot of this level, huh? I was just experimenting it, but look at how much of the level I've just run past. You don't even have to play the game. I just ran past everything. How in the world did I miss that guy? All right, that's it for that's it for Operation C for tonight. Uh the thing about this, like, what makes it worse than the other 8-bit Contra games is it's just it doesn't feel deserved so many times when you die in this game. Like, it feels like the things that kill me are not things that take me by surprise, but they're things I'm actively trying to deal with, and it's just the movement in the game letting me down, and that is immensely frustrating. Because there's so many times where, like, I'm trying to jump over an enemy and fire downward at it to destroy it while I'm jumping over it, and something in the equation goes wrong, even though that I know that that's doable. There's that kind of thing, or it's an enemy coming at me, and I can't position my character so that firing a stream of bullets in its actual direction is possible. Because of, like, the 8-way locking or something like that. Oh, it just drives me bananas. Alright, but this is keeping us, at least keeping us familiar with the game, so maybe we'll pull off this challenge at some point. It's going to be a while before we play this one again. There's just not going to be room for it on the schedule next week. I think the only things we're going to be doing next week are probably Castlevania, Dark Souls, and whatever we play for our Jinxgiving stream. Assuming that works out like I hoped for. But speaking of Dark Souls, we're going to play that now. Let's take a moment. We've got to switch capture devices and consoles. A mildly clunky process. It might be, there could be an unexpected loud noise here or there. But I'm gonna do the best I can to avoid any terrible surprises. Go ahead and start moving some of these things off the screen. Get my head over to where it's supposed to be and out of the way. Thank you for the GG, by the way, Conga. Do I still have mic? I do. Game video. Game audio. Alright, I think we've made an effective switch. So we'll cut our recording right about here.